everyone, I'm Nataya Rule. I'm from Sacramento, California. I'm 22. I just turned 22 last month in June. I'm a Gemini, so shout out to all my Geminis.
I don't want you to slip away. I just want to make it stay.
So I just put out my first project. It's an album, EP, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, but it's just my debut project. As an independent artist, I'm really, proud of myself for finishing this. I've been working on it for 2 years. I started writing some of the songs in 2017, so really like almost 3 years now. But I started recording this project in February of 2018. It was my first time being in a professional studio. The main focus of it is about love. It's called True Love. Personally, I've never been in a relationship before, but the album is basically just about wanting that. Just wanting guys to treat me right, wanting guys to not show interest and then go away like after 2 weeks or 2 months. In that situation, all these songs is just kind of in that thought process of just like, put your attention on me. I'm the best person you could ever have. Like, you shouldn't need to go anywhere else, it's me. And so I went through a lot of insecurities, but I was also just trying to be like confident and just be like, I'm dope, so I don't know why you're treating me like this. All of that drama, all of the pain, even the happy times, because I did have some good moments that are shown throughout the album. But all of that, I love writing. So putting all of my problems, all of my happiness or whatever into a song, and then it coming out, as this full product is just the coolest thing, and it's, really my biggest passion. As far as songwriting, I started writing when I was 9. The first song I ever wrote was the song from Camp Rock, This Is Me. I relate to that song so much because Mitchie just like hid herself. She was so insecure, just would just let people run all over her, and so she finally stood up and was like, it's me, I'm the one, this is my voice, it's my song. So I wrote in the same tune as the song, and so I wrote a song called This Is Life. What is a 9-year-old writing about? This is life, this is real, this is exactly how it's supposed to feel. Like, I was really getting deep. And so ever since then, like, I just took the songs of Camp Rock and I wrote my own lyrics until I started figuring out how to like make my own melodies and all that. So when I started singing, I was about 5. So this has been something that I wanted forever. Everybody who knows me, I grew up really shy and quiet and awkward. Right now it's like I've broken out of that, but I still have a lot of anxiety and I still overthink everything. Senior year, we had to do our senior project, and I'm always thinking about music, so I'm like, I don't know what else I want to do besides make music. I wanted to make a like a mixtape. So during the first week, there's a teacher there. I don't know if he's still there, but his name is Larry Tag. Shout out to Mr. Tag. And his son, Eric Tag, shout out to E-Tag, came to start like a group, and a music group or whatever. So he was just like, I'm looking for singers, rappers, producers, and I was just like, this is perfect. He created this after school program, and so me and my friends joined, and he had this whole little setup to be able to record, and I made about 4 or 5 songs, and they're songs I already wrote before, but what I used to do is just write without a beat. I didn't know about YouTube beats or anything. I didn't know any producers. So he actually helped me form a beat around my lyrics and melody, and I didn't know you could do that, but obviously there's so many ways you could bring together a song, and it was just really cool to do that. It was my very first time dealing with studio equipment and actually hearing my voice being recorded. And I knew I had a lot more work to do, and I still did that, but it was just a good start, and I actually got an A on my senior project. Everybody loved it. Yeah, so Eric Tag, he's a well-known artist and producer, engineer out here now. He has his own studio, only charges $20 an hour, so that's what's up. He actually works with like kids that are in juvenile centers, and he's actually went there to like, you know, bring out their, you know, musical abilities and, you know, help them find like a passion. So I think it's really cool that he did that. After I worked on everything my senior year, graduated, all that, I found this performing arts college in Los Angeles that, you know, it taught musical theater, but it was like it's a school I could go to sing and act. And acting is also one of my top passions. AMDA, it's in Hollywood, and I got accepted. I went to an audition out here in Sacramento. They, you know, they loved me, they gave me good advice, and I got accepted, and it was super cool, but it was just really expensive. And so my family, my situation, we were not prepared for that. But by the grace of God, they gave me a $6,000 scholarship at the last minute. I didn't think I was gonna go. I met some amazing friends in LA, some people I still talk to now. But anyways, all of the teachers were all professionals, which is really cool. They've either been on TV shows, they've been on Broadway, off Broadway. It was super cool. So they knew what they were talking about, and they could get you connections once you graduate. So anyways, the first semester was stage acting, the second semester was screen acting. Screen acting is definitely what I want to do, so it was an amazing experience doing that. We practiced like commercials and all that audition tape, so I'm just really thankful to have gotten all those tips, and I did really well. Everything I learned from there really helped me a lot as an artist. Unfortunately, you know, it's still expensive, so I only went there for a year, but it's funny because all of my close friends, we all end up leaving that school. Nothing against them, but you know, just didn't work out. So I came back home, Sacramento, and I was just like, you know, I don't care to do all that. I don't need to go to some expensive four-year college to be an entertainer. I made more connections, more moves than I did being in LA. But anyways, I met an executive or like a program director for Pride, or Sacramento Pride. So he got me an opportunity to perform in the virtual Pride this year. So you can check me out on YouTube at Sacramento Pride 2020. I'm taking music classes, so I took like recording studio techniques. I was in choir, I was in a music business class, and then a record label, how to run your own label class. So I've learned so many things. Being in the music business class taught me everything about contracts and copyrights and how to market yourself, and so all that inspired me to just do it pretty much on my own this year, and that's when things started to change. In November, I signed up for this show case called Lyrics Open. It was more of a hip-hop show, like rappers would sign up to be a part of the lineup. So I went, and they put me on the lineup, and I was like the only singer that night, but everybody was feeling me, everybody showed a lot of love, and it was the first time I saw the music community in Sacramento, and I was like, yo, there's like all these people who want to do the same thing that I do. Obviously, I was just always thinking Sacramento isn't a place with a bunch of creatives, but I was welcomed into that world. And then I had a second show booked in the same week. So I was feeling good. I was like, dang, I got 2 shows in the same week. So this one was at the Guild Theater in Oak Park. It was kind of ran by the Black Student Union at Sac City is how I found out about it. So they got me in the lineup. I sang, there was so many people there. I got so much love. My family came out. Dad is like my biggest fan. You know, he's always there. Everything I'm doing, he's there. So you know, and then my mom as well, you know, she was there. My mom's side of the family came and supported me, so it just felt really good to just bring them into, you know, my world basically. So that showcase was like the best performance I had to date. And then in January I had another show, shout out to Marshawn. This is when we did the sessions in the loft. I wanted to perform, I wanted to be in the open mic, and then he actually did reach out to me, so I, you know, respect him for that. And you know, it was really cool to do that show. I got real personal, people were really feeling me. All the people there were just like really into my, you know, I could hear the feedback, and to get that is just, it was new to me. So I was just like, this is amazing. I'm glad my performance skills are getting better. I'm glad people actually are feeling my music. Never satisfied with my work, so I ended up switching the studio that I went to, just because I found a family friend, and he was also R&B singer, so it was like he was in my same, you know, we did the same thing, and he kind of got me more. So he really helped me transform my music into just this amazing work, and I really couldn't have done it without him. So shout out to DB. A lot of people know I shout him out when I go to the studio. For bigger artists, they look at them like, why are you guys releasing music during this pandemic? But it's just like, music is a healer, and if I didn't get Kehlani's new album or whatever that came out in this whole thing, it wouldn't have been as good, or you know, I wouldn't have been able to make it through as well as I did. But music just can really turn pain into something else, and it can inspire you. Music should make you feel, so if you're not feeling anything from it, you know, it's not real music. So I'm sorry. Like I always say, God has a plan for me, and I just feel like it's all laying out the way that it's supposed to. Like 2 years ago, if you would have told me that people would care enough to like want to interview me or want to review my music, you know, I just got my first 3 blog posts about my music, and I just didn't expect all of it, but it's really, you know, overwhelming, and it's really heartwarming, and you know, I just can't wait to see how far I can go. That's just kind of where I'm at right now. It's kind of a whole summary of my life up to date, and I'm really excited for what's next. I have hundreds of songs I've written, so many that are ready to be a part of the next project, so I pretty much have my next project laid out. Just got to start recording it, and I just hope to just keep growing till all of Sacramento, and then all of California, then the whole world knows who I am. I'm just really thankful for all the people who've been here, who are paying attention, and shout out to the people who come along after this, because I'm ready for you, and I hope y'all are ready for new music. So anyways, I'm Nataya Rule, and thank you guys so much for watching and just learning a little bit about me. Check out my music on all platforms.